they teach us things. They even want more fairy wings. It's the AM Lynn Show. They love their coffee, they make you smile. Come on and join and sit a while. It's the AM Lynn Show. Show them love, show you care. Like and subscribe, share if you dare.
Hold up. Stop that intro. We've got the wrong one. I played the wrong one. I can't believe I did it. Today, it is not the official AM Lynn Show. You're in for a treat. Let me cue up the correct intro.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Give up on my way home, yeah. Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Give up on my way home, yeah.
This is the movie. For those who...
Hey everybody, welcome to Grace and Fire and the official AM Lynn Show.
Hi. So, Glenda from Grace and Fire.
And it's Lynn from the AM Lynn Show. I thought we totally took over.
I'm Ann. That's right. I'm your mama.
You're my second mama.
I think I'm your second mama.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We are streaming both on the official AM Lynn Show and on Grace and Fire. So if you are on either of these channels, thank you and welcome. And I'm just going to ask that everybody please share this video out. I hope you have you've grabbed your cup of coffee. I have a different one, and we'll talk more about this in a minute.
I know you have the special one.
I do. Oh my goodness. And it's so delicious too. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm going to come visit you so you can make me one.
I will gladly make you one.
Yes, welcome everyone. I actually am Lynn. Anne is on vacation, as you saw.
Yeah,
I know she's having there we go. And Dave.
That's better.
Yeah. Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave, her husband, they are having a great time, everyone. Just a great time to get away and meet the 15th granddaughter.
Grandbaby.
Yeah.
Grandbaby, granddaughter.
Well, the thing is, you're right. She didn't have 15 granddaughters.
No.
They have 15 grandchildren.
They sure do.
And
one great grandbaby.
I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. Maybe my sweet, delicious little grandbaby.
She is precious, and she is growing up, girl.
She is, and she's really, really, really big into chickens. And because her Gigi has taught her about chickens, and my girls love it when Little Miss comes out because Little Miss gives them too much treats. So yeah, and love it. Before we get started, I want to just send a special shout out to Scott at Rambling with the Brooms. He was supposed to join us today, but unfortunately work got in the way. And he felt really bad about not being on the live. But you know what? Life happens. And
It
the
does.
welcome mat is out to you, Scott. The lights are turned on. Anytime you want to join either one of our channels,
Absolutely.
know your family. And in solidarity of Scott, I am rocking. He is here with us today. I am rocking his shirt. Rooms. So I am. So just so he knows, he is thought of. You know, I've had to cancel out of things, and I have had people who have not been happy with me for that. And I've had people who have extended grace. And life is about grace and fire. And I hold on to the people who are extending that grace, because we all know life really just does happen. And it's not, you know, you just don't know what's going on in somebody's life. So anyhow, Scott,
your cousin. There we go. We just don't know. And most people want to get fired, though, don't they?
They do. And oh well to them. You know what I mean? It's no big deal, but you just move on.
Right.
But the ones who extend grace, and I've had that happen to me, where people have just been so sweet and so kind and so understanding. And
great?
I just love that spirit and that attitude. And so, Scott, you know, you're with us today. So don't worry. Okay, you guys. Well, I want to get into the chat and welcome everybody. Yes. Let's see here who is here. So Conquest Josh was our first one in the chat. Good morning.
Isn't that wonderful?
I know. And then Carrie Leonard, welcome. And Wendy from Hardknack Farms is here in the chat. Wendy is here. I think she's over on the Grace and Fire channel. Let's see here. I'm going to keep going down. My mama's in the chat, who's supposed to be on vacay, but that's okay. We love you. Thank you, Mama, for joining us. And then Jamie's Country Living. Good morning. Good morning to you. And let's see here. Conquest Mama. I think did I say Conquest Mama yet?
No,
can't remember. Not. Good morning, Conquest Mama. Welcome. And then I'm just going to keep scrolling down. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Annette from Our Urban Homestead is here. Welcome. I think I know she's in Perth, Australia. So welcome. And let's see here. I'm keeping going. Oh, we've got Brampton Gardener, Rochelle.
I was waiting for you to hear. Yeah.
Yes, she is here. Hello. If I missed anybody, please write it again in the chat, because we don't want to miss you.
That's right. We want to welcome each one of you to the official Ann Lynn show today.
Grace and Fire, Lynn.
There we go.
I know. It's always which way, because I want to go that way, because to me, you're that way.
There we go. Hey, I got it.
Way. It's a partnership.
Do you have your coffee, your tea, your water, what is it, Glenda?
I made a caramel macchiato, and it is a healthy version of caramel macchiato. So I went down I don't do TikTok, but I'm on Instagram, and I went down the Charlotte's Web, whatever, you sit there like, you keep going. Yeah. There was a lady who lost 230 pounds. I ran across her, and she shared one of her go-to drinks, and it's a caramel macchiato, because she loves them. It's at the big, I can't say which one. It starts with an S. You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah. And so it's full of sugar and calories. So I'm going to set this down, but check this out. Okay. So it is 6 ounces of coffee that I brewed in my machine really dark. It's the Caramel Premier Protein Shake. Get it cold. And then the Jordan's Skinny Syrups, which have 0 sugar, 0 calories. This whole thing is 160 calories and 30 grams of protein.
Hey, salute to you.
Salute. Yeah, it's so good. So I'm trying to be a little bit more healthier and mindful of what I'm drinking. And I love this. I know a lot of people have a love-hate with this coffee shop, this one that begins with an S, but
Yes.
but I will hang up on you so I can use my phone to pay for my drink. So I do like it.
I know you do.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to find alternatives. There's a few other recipes out there. Using the Premier Protein, you can make chocolate pudding with it.
Oh my goodness.
I found a recipe for that. So I'm going to
Where did you find the Jordans?
I got that at Walmart. There's a chocolate syrup and there's a caramel syrup, and I bought it at Walmart, and it's really, really, really good. So yeah, that's my thing. I'm trying.
I am going to check that out. That
You
just sounds like so good, you know.
You should. And the cheapest place I found these is at the big warehouses.
Yes, yeah, I know
what I mean. Yeah, so go there. Don't buy them. Don't buy the 4-pack. I did just because I wanted to try this, but it's expensive.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
But
you know what I need to do? I have an HSA through our insurance. I always try to remember we do not have a supplement, right? We don't have a Medicare supplement. We have an Advantage plan. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. And so they do our administration, right? They administrate our Medicare. So they give us a HSA card, and I'll tell you, to use at pharmacy, you can't believe what a blessing that is. We can buy vitamins and wipes and just things that can be expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone that we love and care about says, just saying, it's a blessing, aren't they?
Yes. I agree with that. It is such a blessing. Let's see here. I just saw something. Rochelle said that her daughter makes iced coffee with stevia and a splash of cream. I grew a bunch of stevia and I freeze dried it, and I've been making my own teas. I grew like my mints and my basil and just different things, and I've been making my own teas with my homegrown basil. It's really good, but I've got to figure out how to make it in the liquid form. I haven't quite played with that yet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That'd be my next thing. I have an idea on how to do it. I've seen it. I just haven't done it. And then, you have to be careful and read what's in the protein mixes. Some are okay and some are full of junk. So always read the labels. Absolutely.
Right. Read.
I'm just one with
yes.
My trainer. I have a personal trainer, and so that's what she recommends. And guess who's in the chat, Aunt Lynn?
Who is in the chat?
Royalty is in the chat.
Okay.
Sir Grace.
I know. Hello there. Hey, I want to give granny kisses, and you are officially.
I am officially a granny.
Granny kisses to everyone that's in the chat right now.
Absolutely.
You ready? We love each one of you. We're so glad that you're here with us.
Yes.
I think my cameraman, actually, when we finish with the show today, I have an appointment in a large city. Downtown in a large city. And I'll tell you what, when you live in the country, pretty much like I do, right? And Glenda, you were raised in this this city.
I was.
Did we have like 2 stoplights at that time? Maybe 2. We had one at the main intersection okay, and then we may have had one more, perhaps, by JC store. May have had one. Okay.
No, that's what was there. Yeah, that was always. So 2, and then we had blinking everywhere.
Correct. Yeah. But so that's kind of where I'm used to, correct? Although, Glenda, they're doing road work in our town, in our city. Yeah. And right now, our people have decided, I don't know what a stop sign's for anymore.
Oh, I know.
Be very careful when I warn everyone, when you come to see us, they will just literally, it's a 4-way stop, and how this one goes, and now, zoom, 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 zoom. And and I'm just telling you. So I think they've forgotten how to, what a stop sign means.
Right.
Like stop, Well, we were going to, since Scott was going to be here today, I was going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
how did you meet Scott? How did you meet Scott? And you know, can you share that? How did you ever come across these wonderful people that are in your community? And now, thank you for welcoming us into your community. And we have a lot of our community that we started out with are part of your community. We just one big, happy, loving family, aren't we?
We are, for sure. Now, it was a rabbit trail. So,
Okay, here we go.
okay. So,
Yeah.
because of the Ann Lynn show,
Oh.
I've started to meet people. I've been an urban homesteader since 2011.
Correct.
And I really just didn't identify as an urban homesteader. Let's just be really honest here. But I have been doing all of the growing and the canning. My hens didn't come into play until 2020, which is it's another story. But
Right.
they didn't come into play until then. But really, I started out doing all this canning and growing and trying to just really be responsible for what, the footprint, and trying to make sure that we were having good quality food, right? But the YouTube thing for me was a bit foreign.
Correct.
And it took me a while to get up on. In fact, Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead is the reason why I started a YouTube channel. So I was introduced to a few channels, and I can't remember who I was introduced through because of the Ann Lynn show. Somehow I ended over at Boots and Bounty.
Oh.
And I haven't been in those lives in a while. But that's actually where I love the channel. It's just sometimes
Absolutely.
everybody.
Right.
But during that live, Scott was actually in there. And I remember he gave a shout out to him. And I thought, let me just go check him out, And he was doing maple syrup at that time at his sugar shack. And I just was so mesmerized by that. And I remember, I don't know that he remembers me asking, but in the chat, I asked him, I said, I have a maple tree.
Oh,
could I tap it? You know what I mean? And it was a Norway maple. Of course, he said, no, it wouldn't have the same sugar content as us. And I didn't know that. I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything.
Right.
But so then, I really didn't. I just kept interacting in the chat. And then I met Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. And then after that, then Scott and I started talking. And then, of course, from there, the friendship has bloomed. So Scott is such a wonderful guy. So is Jesse and Lisa.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I love it. And, and I think these two communities merged really well.
I think so. Very well. Very, very well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice to meet other people who are homesteaders. And, I've been doing this for a long time. I was a military spouse, so I didn't start that back then. In fact, what's funny, my kids will make the comment, Mom, you never could grow anything.
Yes. Okay.
I tried.
Right.
I'm telling you, I even tried the swimming pool thing, where you can put it on your back porch, because in military housing, you can't tear up the ground. Okay.
Correct.
Because they want everything pristine. It's like an HOA on steroids. Okay.
It is. It is for those that don't know. Yes.
So anyhow, we'd find creative ways. So I even had a hibiscus tree, and I killed it. So it's funny, the things that I used to kill when my husband was on active duty and trying to do this in military housing. But when he medically retired out, and we actually moved out to the country, and I loved it out there. But we looked for a home for our children to go to school. And then, but I started gardening out there, and it started with a cherry tomato plant in a 5-gallon bucket. Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying. Let's see here. I saw something I want to get. I do not like seeing both chats. I thought all the comments would go into one stream, and now I have to be on both chats. I'm sorry, Rochelle. Yeah, that has to do with YouTube. I'm sorry. Most of the comments are coming in through the Ann Lynn show.
Right.
So anyhow, but that's kind of how I met Scott, and then I've met Rochelle at Brampton Gardner, who I love watching. And then, I didn't catch us. Dia's in here from Homestead in the Woods.
Yes, I wanted to tell you she's here. Thank you.
She's here. So, yeah. So, and then now I have these crazy chickens.
Mhm.
And I want to address something real quick, if you don't mind. Just take a
Go
second.
right ahead. Go right ahead.
So we did an experiment with our broodies. I have the most broodiest hens
I know.
all the time. We don't have a rooster. My neighbor seems to think we need a rooster and that would calm that down. But quite frankly, living where we do, I don't want a rooster because I'm trying to keep the peace in my little
Right, with your
subdivision.
neighbors. Correct.
Yeah. So where I live at, chickens are illegal in the city limits. Even though we live in a small town, I'm like, it's a city, really, but it's a city. We are surrounded by actual cities that allow chickens, and one of them, the one where you're going to, allows goats of all things in the city limits.
Girl,
Yeah.
maybe we ought to move there.
I'm moving. I need a goat. But
That makes me want to. I cough over that one. I don't think I'm moving to that big city to get a goat. Sorry.
We're getting a goat. We're moving. But anyhow, so I have the best of friends who own a farm, and their farm backs up onto my property, and 15 feet off my house is where my chickens are at, legally on their property. I have been turned in to the city.
Yeah.
City can't do anything. So anyhow, I just want to keep the peace with my neighbors. I want to be respectful of them, but anyhow, so my neighbor and I, we were talking about trying this experiment. They need some more chickens. We've had a coyote problem in our area. And so they've lost a lot of chickens. So their egg layer production has gone way down. And I said, well, I'd like to try this broody thing and see if we can get any babies to hatch.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And so with the full intent that the babies weren't going to stay with us, I would help raise them, and
Right.
then
They were going to the farm. Right.
So our first round, we had 2 eggs. One got eaten. One wasn't viable. I candled it. There was nothing up in there.
Right.
So then I went up and got another clutch of eggs. I got 3.
Yes.
And back up. I got them from the farm where they have roosters and they're fertilized. I should have backed that
The
up.
neighbors. The
I
farm.
went to my neighbor's house, went into their coop. They knew what I was doing. I took the eggs. They told me what colors to get. So I grabbed them, brought them down. Okay. Sorry. So anyhow, so we had a baby chick born 2 days ago in the coop.
Yes.
And it was the most beautiful thing. I mean, just to see this
Yes.
little itty bitty baby chirping, and it was maybe that big. It was the cutest little thing. And Coco, my broody, went after and attacked it. And this was my first rodeo, my neighbor was right. Mama knew. I went ahead and I grabbed the baby, brought it in, put it in an incubator. I borrowed one from them. And unfortunately, the umbilical cord did not seal off.
Mm-hmm.
So baby bled and died. So we don't have the baby. It's gone. It's been buried. We didn't chuck it or anything. Sir Grace actually buried this baby for us. It did look like a little girl, just kind of, and by the feather, not that it's 100%, but we kind of suspect it was a girl. We do have another egg. It's in the incubator. Not sure that it's going to hatch. We're still going. We're going to give it another day or so. So that's that.
So you may or may not have a new little chick. So, hey.
No, but I would do this again. I would absolutely. I learned some new things. So
look in chat. I think Conquest Mama says grandchildren call me chicken grandma.
Oh, I love that. And then she said, I'm a homesteader. I took a year off gardening due to RA. And I also keep chickens. They keep me going. Yes. Yeah. And then Sir Grace said, yeah, we don't have a Templeton, so we had to throw the rotten egg away. Yeah, we did. And I would like to have chickens, but I don't have the room. I understand that too.
And then
Conquest
Josh said he lived on base at Fort Bragg.
I know exactly where that's at.
Right. Where is Fort Bragg again? Remind me.
I believe that's North Carolina. Correct
I
me
think
if I'm wrong.
that's been, it's been a day or two.
East Coast. It's East Coast. It's East Coast.
East Coast. Okay, because
Yeah.
my
Correct me there,
Yeah.
Josh.
I was at 3 East Coast bases. Yeah.
Mm.
And then, but my home base that I eventually was stationed to was West Coast.
For those who don't know, Aunt Lynn was in the Army.
And anyway, it was so I got to see a little bit of the country, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I did too. We
You have been around the world now, where
I have.
I just stayed in the U.S.
So I was an Army brat for the first half of my childhood, and I got to live in Hawaii, Texas, Michigan, Massachusetts,
Yes.
and then moved home to where we're at now. And then I got married to my kindergarten sweetheart, Sir Grace.
That is the most romantic story out there.
Kindergarten.
Did Sir
And-
Grace not look at you one time and looked at you when you were both young, small? And
Yeah.
what did he say? I am going to what?
When I get back from Germany, because he was on his way to Germany, I'm going to come back and going to marry you, and we're going to have a bunch of kids. And he held true to that promise. So,
Isn't that wonderful?
yeah. And then when he actually joined the Air Force, so we lived in Japan, Idaho, England, and Arizona, and then now we're back. So, yeah, so we've lived around and have gotten to see the country and the world. My children, especially my older two, struggle when people ask, "Where are you from?"
Yes.
And because they're from all over, and for a while that made them feel bad, because they don't have a hometown, right?
Correct. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
But what I told the kids was, I said, you are not a citizen of a small town. You're not a citizen of a state. You are a world citizen, because you have been around all cultures, all religions, all races, just like all these backgrounds. The military is a melting pot.
It is.
And then you get to live in these other countries and travel and get to see things. And so I'm very proud of my kids, and they've learned to be good citizens and do some really cool things. My youngest, he's an award winner, so he won a huge award for what he had done. So
I tell you what,
I like to remind him of that. I'm like, get that bowl out. That's what they presented him, this beautiful hand-blown bowl. And so, yeah.
I tell you, my one son, both of my sons moved away. As you know, they moved away. And our youngest son, he's been our traveler, right? And I had a mantra for a while.
Okay.
It was get a job with benefits. Because he had been to school, he'd been to Bible school, and he'd been to a university, but he loves to travel. That's just in him, to travel. And so finally, but what I was going to say is my one son, he's been moved away from our area now for how long? Probably 20 years or more because of schooling.
I was gone when he left.
Yeah, I'd say
I don't know.
about 25 years. And even though he grew up here, and he might say that's my hometown, Glenda, he still doesn't really have a connection now, because he's been of course he could say, where were you raised primarily as a young person? But, he kind of probably relates with where he's at now. He's raising his children there. And, but our other son has come home, as you know, or to the area, right?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
And he's more geared to this type environment, although he likes the cities, he likes to travel, but I think he's more of a country person, would you not say, at heart?
Yeah, he's a country person for sure.
Let me tell you where he is right now. he found an auction about 25 miles from us, and he is at an auction this morning before he goes to work. So we'll see what he brings home.
Well, he resells his things too. So I think that's, it's such a really cool thing that he does. He goes out and he finds great deals, and then he turns around and makes a profit off of that.
Right. And his main thing though is it's records, LP,
Oh,
vinyl records.
hang on.
Oops. All right. Well, hey, you got me for a second. Yeah, he sells
Sorry.
vinyl records.
I'm actually going to do something real quick. Keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Conquest Mama. Hoo-ah. That's right. Ooh. The joke is that, if anyone ever said your mama wore combat boots, my kids would go, yeah. And
Yeah, you don't mess around. I mean, that's
actually I carried my son, oldest son, while I was active duty. So yes, I enjoyed my time, and I would do it over, and I loved it.
I have never met a veteran who said I hated the military, would never do that again.
No,
I have never.
I've seen one on television.
They enjoyed everything. I'm not saying it was.
Oh no, I didn't.
But
at times, it's boring. I went to the motor pool. Everybody's heard of the motor pool. We, for a while, our captain wanted us to go down to the motor pool every day. Well, that's boring. I'm sorry. You can only paint those camouflage, those 2.5 so off, right?
I know.
So, I mean, and what's funny, Glenda, we would go in and we'd watch MASH on television. That was a new series.
I remember that.
It was a new series. So we'd come in and watch MASH after, we were MAShed, right? Well, not in that combat situation, but we were all wearing combat boots at that time.
Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of similar to what Sir Grice did. He actually, the old MASH, that's kind of along his line. So, and I agree. Real quick. Hi, Psalm 46. I put your comment up, but hello. Smoky Mountain Blessed. We are thankful for our veterans. And
yes,
I've heard of a motor pool. I actually went to one with my dad. That's what my husband, Sir Grice, said.
I will say this. I was a good soldier. I really was.
Mm-hmm.
And but when you go to the motor pool day after day after day after day, I was my team. There were 4 of us in the team. There were 3 guys and myself. We made up our team. When we left, yes. Oh, you missed the community, Christy.
I'm gonna hit this comment. Whoops, this way. I'm gonna hit that comment.
There is a community there, and it takes you quite a while to kind of come away from that community, doesn't it, Glenda? I mean,
it's very hard.
The missing of it. It's a process.
It is, and I mean, Christy, I totally respect that. I totally hear that. I was never in the military myself. I was a military spouse. I was a military brat. And I absolutely miss that community. It's a sister and brotherhood to be a military spouse.
Right.
And, the camaraderie and just being able to be around people without having to explain, like certain terminology, or I love this one. And Christy, chime in. People getting upset. Or saying, excuse me, I know how you feel. My husband had to go work away for a week. Now, I'd like to know how she. I laughed because I'm like, I'm used to those 6 months. Bye, honey. Have a good one. We'll see you when you get back. That's. You get used to weird things that are not the norm.
Correct. Right.
But in the meantime, you find those people to connect with. And we got to do some really cool things while Sir Grice was gone. I took my kids to a castle with my sister. We saw a jousting festivity.
Yes, she visited you. Yes.
Yes, she did. I flew her over to England to stay with me because I didn't want to be with 3 littles by myself. I'm like, oh boy. So I flew her over, and let's see here. What else did we do? We went to Stonehenge and Salisbury together. Sir Grice didn't get to go to these places. We went. So we did some fun. We had a map, a paper map, and I'd get snacks in the car and had my little gas coupons. Go get lost in the country. Didn't know where we were at.
Hey, I'm ready. And whenever you want to go back, I'm ready.
It was so fun.
I do know that you all, several of you in your community, are going to be going cruising in 2025. And where are you going?
We are going to Alaska, and it's a friend's. How does Scott and Jesse? I wish they were here. They're not. A friend vacation, a friend's vacation. If you want more information, you are welcome to come along. You do not have to have a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Just be a friend of our, just a friend
of the community. Right.
They're Scott and Jesse. I'm helping out with just the information on the disability side of this because we want everybody to come and feel welcome. And with Sir Grice and his health, I've been working with the cruise line to kind of, get our stuff figured out. And so I'll share what I know. Of course, I don't know everything because I've never cruised before, but I've learned to ask the questions.
Right.
But anyhow, so they worked on getting an incredible deal. This cruise is a once in a lifetime opportunity for Sir Grice and I. I mean, I don't know that we'll ever do this again because I looked at the price of this outside of our deal that we're getting, and it is crazy good. If you're a military, if you're on active duty, a veteran, or a spouse of either or, and you have the ID.me, they'll give you an additional 10% off too. So it is, it's incredibly reasonable. And I have ticked people off that have done this trip and they found out how much I paid. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
you should have saved your money and come along with us.
Just saying. So I know that there's, lots of information out there about this.
Is.
And if you're interested in cruising Alaska 2025 with a wonderful group of people, where would be a good start to get information at your community? There we go.
Over to Rambling with the Brooms. Scott has all kinds of information. Take a moment. I'll write this in. I don't have the link in front of me.
Okay.
I can't spell either. One thing that I struggle with, I can't spell. I talk at the same time.
Oh, okay, thank you for clarifying that because I think you got a good education, girl. Even though this is a small town, it's still pretty good education.
Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe I'm struggling with that. Okay, so anyhow, go over Rambling with the Brooms and take a look. There are videos on it. Make sure that you do not call NCL Norwegian Cruise Line directly.
Say that again. Do not.
In the description box of all of his videos, it even runs across the screen. He tells you, do not call NCL directly because you will not get that deal. Period. End of story.
End of story.
If you do it, then it's on you. But contact Terry Savolto. The number is on his page. It has all the information. So just go over there and check it out.
Well, speaking of traveling, first of all, my husband, cameraman, he is going to be seeing the surgeon again next week. Right, next week he'll be seeing a surgeon. He had his right hip replacement, total hip replacement in late December 29th last year, and actually wonderful. When he come out, he actually had no pain. He cried. Because he had bone on bone. And so just even having surgery did not hurt as bad as the pain he'd been going through. So now next week we see the same surgeon, and it's for his left hip, right? Correct. Wow. And he is really hoping that he will be up and ready to go to Puerto Rico in December, middle of December. Hello there. Good to see you. He's going to go down and celebrate with family. His aunt is turning 90 years old in Puerto Rico, the southwest section of the island. So he and his sisters are going to travel, and I want him to eat all the seafood he wants. I want him to, just
he's going to be dancing. Think about it. He's not going to be in pain. He's going to Puerto Rico.
I know.
And party. I
One
mean,
of-
I want to go. That
I
sounds
know.
fun. And
one of his cousins has made it like a cabana party place. Yeah. So we got to see pictures as he was building it, making it. It's covered, and just saying, it has a bar area for those who partake of that. And it has a dance floor, and it has TVs. They can just go in there and be as a family and watch some TV event. And isn't that? I'm so glad that you're here. First time. Well, hopefully it won't be your last time. Hopefully you'll come back to the official Ann Lynn
it's
show.
Joni. Yes.
Hi, Joni.
Welcome.
Back.
Welcome. And then, yes, you heard Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Her husband is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, my mother-in-law was born in Puerto Rico, and my father-in-law was born in Curacao.
Yep.
So it's off of Venezuela, Aruba, Barbados, Curacao. So anyways, he is going to go, his sisters and he are flying from all over the country to go home to Puerto Rico. And he's going to, like you say, he's going to do a little dancing. And I have to tell you though, Glenda, funny thing, you know me. I started looking for shopping in the town he's going to be in. Shopping in blah, 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 blah.
Oh my goodness.
You know why? I want him to bring me something cool home.
And I'm sure he will, because that country is so beautiful and it has so really cool things, Got a really rich history.
Right on the
country. Well, you know what I mean, Puerto Rico.
Right on the water.
Yeah.
I mean, the beaches there. Yes.
Guess who is here?
Yay!
Okay, Scott, this is I know you didn't see the beginning, but you're gonna have to go back and see the beginning.
Yes.
Scott, you've been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at there. You were here with us.
You were here the whole time. You just didn't know it.
Glenda said, "Oh yeah, he's going to be with us."
He is here with us. I for those who don't know, Scott was actually supposed to be our co-host.
Yes.
And work got in the way, and that's okay. Life happens. We move on. The welcome mat is out. You know what? The welcome mat out is to anybody here in the chat too. If you'd like to actually be on the official Ann Lynn show, please email my mother at lynnan@1740@gmail.com.
Come on down.
Come on down. So, yeah. And so I am going to start thinking about doing a daily live, or not daily, a weekly, excuse me.
Oh, yes.
Completely saying things wrong.
Right. No, we talked about it. That's right. Weekly.
We do need to talk about it. If that's something that you guys would like to see, let me know. I don't know. I'd love to have people come up and chat too. It's funny because I have been, doing this for so long, and I have not gotten into the weekly chats. I tried it once for a little while, but I didn't, stick to it. So I need to figure this out. I just don't know when a good time is, and I don't want to step on anybody else's lives. And I guess what I need to do is get a piece of paper out and write when everybody is doing a live. You know what I mean? So that way I can figure out what could work in my schedule.
Yes. And then also, you have a very, very, very busy schedule.
I do. I am a full-time caregiver, for those who don't know. And I don't shy away from it, because the reason is that I'm a military and veteran caregiver. Well, actually a veteran now. There are 5.5 million of us, and I'm not just making that number up. That is according to the 2014 RAND study for military and veteran caregivers. And so I am connected to a very large organization. Yes. There are resources if you're in the United States. I'm sure there is in other countries, but I just don't know those. I just know it's in the United States. I can only speak to that. But I share that because I know that this community has caregivers who have not identified and who have felt lost, frustrated. So I want to always say, Thank you for your service.
Yes.
And if you need help, let me know. I'm not going to say I can fix everything, but maybe I can point you in a direction and let you open that Pandora's box of help.
And welcome, Melody.
Yes.
My child home. Yes.
And
Welcome.
Joni said we look like sisters. Well, Joni, this is my real life aunt.
Let's see, I gotta look that
My
way.
second mama.
I
This is-
am.
This is my second mama. She is really my aunt. She is Anne's sister.
We are, even though we do not walk alike, talk alike, or look alike. I am her real life sister.
Lynn,
And
it's Anne in height.
there's 8 inches difference. There's 8 inches. Glenda, I was telling someone yesterday, I said, my sister was and is, well, she was really a red-haired, she was red-headed, right?
Yep.
I mean, a really predominantly redhead.
Mhm.
Our brother is, and she's 5 inches short or 8 inches shorter than I am.
Mhm.
Our brother is a little taller than I am. He is blonde hair, straight, and blue eyes.
Mhm.
And then I actually, you can see my hair looks kind of light, but I was always almost, I had very, very dark brown hair. So as I get older, I don't quite color it back to the color it was, but I get rid of the gray. So anyways,
Oh.
yeah, we are all, our mom had us every 5 years. She had a baby, boom, boom, boom. So there's 10 years between my brother and myself. And sometimes he comes into our show and our chat and says hello, but his life is also everybody. Glenda, don't you think most people are just terribly busy nowadays? What
I
do you
think so. I think so. Yeah. I like being able to shut my door and just like go.
Yeah.
And when I get those days, I'm just like, yes. And
I know,
that's just
for
on the
you,
weekend.
yes. Yeah.
Even on the weekend, it's like, it's so nice. Yeah. You know, it's funny. You talk about this height thing, and I'm not going to pull the camera around, but my children's picture, I had 3 adult kids.
Yes.
So with you and Mom and Uncle Morris, it kind of goes like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
With my 3, I'm looking at it. The oldest is the shortest. Then the middle
Yes.
goes a little bit taller. And then the baby is the tallest. It's funny because I'm looking at him. I'm going, oh, it actually is.
How tall
I never
is
really paid attention to that till now. I mean, I knew everybody thinks my middle son is the youngest because of his height, but my baby is the tallest.
How tall is he?
He is 6'3".
Yes, because my one son is about 6'4", 6'5", my oldest son. And then my son that is here now back in this area, he is about 6'2". So he and your hubby are about,
Yeah.
so.
Well, I want to switch up gears if that's okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't know that I have everything. Okay, first off, I want to do something, okay?
All right. What are you going to do?
Oh, okay, there it is. What time is it?
Thank you very much. I was getting hungry. It's
Snack time! I think I cut you off. I am not
That's okay.
wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not used to all this.
Can you see my miniatures?
I have been looking everywhere for those little bananas.
Well, my son went, well, I'll just tell you.
Tell me.
He went to Cincinnati, Ohio. That's a trip for us, okay? It's not down the street, guys. I don't live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
No.
And there is a place there called Jungle Gyms.
Okay.
And so these are, I think they're miniature, obviously, but and Sherry and Bobby would know, but I think they might be called Jamaican bananas. But that's not what I'm going to eat because it's too messy. So
Okay.
I'm going to eat a cookie.
That's okay. That's okay. It's just me this time. It's okay.
I know.
I am eating freeze-dried strawberries. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to put it in the camera so you can hear it. Oh, no. That didn't work.
Oh, I heard it.
They kind of break. They're so good.
Oh, I
And-
know they are. Anything you freeze dry and give to us and share with the family,
Mhm.
all I can say is yummy, yummy, yummy.
It's like eating candy. to be honest with you.
It is.
And my granddaughter loves freeze-dried strawberries.
I know.
I made her a half a gallon mason jar full,
Mm-hmm.
and she ate them all.
I know.
And I'm
Don't
like,
blame her.
I don't either. And so my daughter-in-law, said, well, if you'd like to make some more. Unfortunately, they weren't the ones from our local farm. I had to go to a big box store and buy strawberries. So I asked my son, I said, well, how did Miss Thang like the strawberries? Because they're not from the farm. And she's okay. She likes them. So I said, okay, well then next year when strawberries are in season, Gigi's going to go buy 4 or 5 flats of them, and then I'll work through them and try to get a year's worth for her. She loves her strawberries. So
And they're so good for her.
Oh yeah, and then apples too, and all kinds of really like good things. And I was looking at the prices in the baby section, and they're expensive, and you know that they're not the same. Hey,
Yes.
did you hear that?
I heard a doorbell.
Hang on.
Who's joining us?
There's somebody joining us.
Okay.
Oh, up one more. Okay.
Hello. And we're looking at her bag.
Woohoo! We're looking at your.
Oh wait, we're gonna take her out. I don't think she hears us. Look at her bag. There she is.
We'll turn it up here.
Look where
Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
I know where you're at.
Hello. I can't hear you.
We hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. All right. Look where we are. Let me turn the camera.
There. You are at the island in Pigeon Forge on the big wheel. Look at there. We're looking at Margaritaville.
Woohoo! Look at that. I've been in that Ferris wheel.
We're going back next spring.
We are.
We are having a girls'
Hope
vacation.
you're getting all this.
We are. She can't hear us.
Margaritaville.
We can talk about her. She won't hear us.
I know.
Not at all. So where she's at, she's in Gatlinburg. For those who don't know, she's on vacation. And this is at the island. There's Dave from Dave's.
Now, there we go. There we go.
All right. You can hear us? Can you
Dave,
hear us?
hello.
Hi, Dave. This is Dave from Dave's Gaming.
So we wanted to say hello from the Great Smoky Mountain Wheel.
Yay!
Yay! We're up here. We left North Carolina this morning and drove to Pigeon Forge. So we're in Pigeon Forge for the day. What are you guys eating? You must have had snack time. Oh, wonderful. Oh. What?
Tennessee Stud Cider Company.
Tennessee Stud Cider Company? Oh, I think we're going to have to make a trip there. Tennessee Cider Company. Okay, I'm getting the yes on that one. Aha.
Yep. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I know she's going.
Let me show you some more. We're going down. Let me show you a little bit more. As we go up, let's see, I'll get this side a little bit. It's a beautiful view when you get up here. Woo-hoo.
Absolutely.
Who likes fudge? Cinnabon.
That's a really cool
There's
place to
some other
go.
rides across there.
Yeah. Yes, it
There
is.
was a chicken that laid an egg down by the Ferris wheel. First time we went there this year.
Oh,
You
here
found
we
it.
go.
We found it.
There we go.
It was a blue
That way
egg.
you can see the mountains.
That's the Tennessee mountains. It's beautiful day today.
That's a Smokies. Yes.
Mhm.
Anne, are you able to hear me now?
Beautiful day today.
Okay.
Beautiful day. Sun is shining. It's warm.
She can't hear us.
So
I know.
I don't know what it's doing back home. What is it doing back home?
Here, can we make her a top?
In here. Yeah, we'll make her a thing. It's hot.
Oh, hot. Yeah, well, it's going to be hot here, but oh well, it's summertime. It's summertime. So I'm going to say goodbye. You guys have done a wonderful job today. Thank you for hosting, Glenda, while I've been off today. Thank you very much. And I don't see the chat right now, but to everybody in the chat, a granny kiss from Ann, granny kiss, Glenda and Lynn. Lynn, look up.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hear us.
And bye from Dave at Dave's Gaming Cave.
Hi, Dave.
And we will see you guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Enjoy
Bye
your
bye.
weekend. Bye.
Kick me out, Linda.
She's kicked out.
Take me out.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
I want to say, Smoky Mountain Blessed is here today.
Yes. And
Let me tell you,
look.
let me just tell you.
Yes.
I love the Smoky Mountains, and so
Really?
does Glenda. We go there sometimes 2 times a year, 3 times a year, But Smoky Mountain Blessed, I love to watch you guys. I just saying, okay. You all have the Smoky Mountains have a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's just so serene, and the people are so kind down there.
Oh, they are. And let me just say, next time I go, Smoky Mountain Blessed family, next time we go, I think we're going to go over to the trout farm. And I think, I know the name of the trout farm, but it went out of my head. Well, out of my thinking here. And for, it's about $25, I think. And you get a pole and you get a trout. My gosh, look, it'll go out of but they're, I can't even make it go.
They're really big.
They're huge. And they'll fry it for you. They'll make it Cajun for you. They'll put it on a grill for you, however you want that fish, right? Mm-hmm. And so cameraman and I, that is on our to-do list. We're definitely going to that family trout farm. Definitely. Now we're going to share a lunch, okay? Because those trout are large enough for 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, thank you.
I'll tell you, my thing though, when we go to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, I really enjoyed it the one day that we did it. We got in the car and got out of the city.
We went to,
and that was my favorite thing.
Townsend.
Yes.
We went to Townsend.
Yeah.
And we're going back there in the spring when we go back. Remember? That was, we all decided we will be back here. And we went to your antique stores and vintage stores, mainly there. And then we're also going to get go tubing, aren't we, down the relaxed river? Yeah. We made a right. That's all I can tell you. And we
instead of going left to the Smoky Mountains, the National Forest, we went right. We went the opposite way.
And we found antique and vintage stores, which that's just something we enjoy. And then this time also we're gonna head those wagons toward the Smoky, and we are going to Wares Valley.
We like Wares Valley.
We always go to Wares Valley. And we I'll be honest with you guys. I've been to Cades Cove, and so has Glenda many, many times. Been to Cades Cove. And we went in June this year. This year.
You went. I didn't go.
You didn't go. Well, you went in April.
I went in April.
We all went in April, and then I took Kimmerman and I took your other sister, Miss Kay, who's usually moderates, Miss Kay, and her daughter, and she was like, I'd like to go to Cades Cove. We go every year, and I thought, she probably won't want to go to Cades Cove. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? She couldn't wait to get to Cades Cove, and we saw. I don't want to exaggerate, but it's something like 18 bear that time. First time ever we even seen a bear, let alone all the mamas were there with their babies. Had like 3 cubs with them. We were just overloaded this last June with seeing all the mama bears and all the baby bears. It was was truly amazing.
Mhm.
And there is a cabin in there. And I won't say the name of the cabin, but it is my maiden name.
Mhm.
And we don't think they're related to us, but
They're not.
yeah, but who knows? Somewhere maybe even way back. I mean, who knows, right?
Mm.
But we enjoy going there because of the name.
Mhm.
And they were one of the probably founding families there in Cades Cove. I know you can get upset with the bear jams, but I don't get upset. If we can see a bear, I don't care if I see, I don't want to be rude, but I don't care if I see the bear's rear end walking away from me. I count that as a bear view.
Yeah. I think just, being able to relax. I think that's the one thing for me. I like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Please don't take it that way.
Love it. Uh-huh.
It's fun. But for me, I like the serenity and I like the peace and I like the slower pace in life.
Right.
And I always feel like when we go down that way and we get away, like Cades Cove or Wares Valley or Townsend,
right.
just getting away. For me, it's like the peace that I needed. You know what I mean? And it fills my cup up. And I always come back refreshed,
Always.
That's how I describe going on down that way. It's a refreshing thing. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Go do the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge thing. Don't, I'm not saying that. Go do it.
I do.
And Kodak. It's Kodak.
And
It's the largest Buc-ee's right now.
This time, yeah, it's going to be put out by one they're doing in Texas, but we've not been there. They were getting ready to open, and yes, they were getting ready to open when we were there.
It was supposed to have opened when we were there,
but they delayed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it opened. Of course, I watch. Oh gosh. Anyway, I watch other people who live in that area, and they went there for the grand opening. They were there like at 6 a.m, for the grand opening type thing. And anyway, we will definitely be going there, Glenda, this next June.
Yeah.
We always go. I used to always go to Bass Pro. That's up, up that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I'll be honest, we didn't go there this time, but we most always go to Russell Stover's.
I didn't go either one of those times.
You didn't go this time. I know.
I didn't go. I guess maybe that's okay.
It's
I don't know. My thing was the knife shop, Smoky Mountain Knife Shop.
Yes.
And then there's
always go there.
There's a gun range close. Oh,
yeah.
A pew pew. Excuse me. Right now,
what are you gonna do? My great nephew's name is Gunner. Get over it, people. Gunner.
I know. What are we gonna do? But anyhow, I'd like to take my kids to the pew pew range and have some fun.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yes. Yeah. I went in there and Sir Grace and I walked around, and it really, really, really. That's right next to that knife shop. So
right there by it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
hello. Never late. You are on time, and I haven't seen Tony.
Oh,
my snobby, my easy snobby canning brother. I have not seen you in forever.
Hi, we're so glad
to both of you.
Well, I am country. You do know that, right, everybody?
I am too at heart.
But we have a saying in the country.
Yeah.
It's like I have a sore knee that I'm doing physical therapy for. But if I can get this knee to work, you have blessed me out of my where's that? You blessed me out of my socks, people.
Actually, Aunt Lynn, we need to get to a giveaway. Because one of them might take care of your problem.
Just a minute. Did you see that Bigfoot?
I saw that Bigfoot. You know what? Real quick. I still have a beef with Mama and the Bigfoot thing. And
she started making a Bigfoot video. Mama did.
What?
I mean, it was spooky. Now I'm telling you, it was spooky over there where she was at.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Mama and I had a conversation. And if you don't know this about me, Jessie and
Lazy Days Ahead gave me the nickname of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mm-hmm.
And in private conversation, I told him, I said, I'm going to get you back for that one. So in one take, Mama and I had a conversation, and Bigfoot got brought up in the midst of it. And don't worry, Jesse loved it. I called him right afterwards, and he thought it was the funniest thing ever. So go back on the Grace and Fire channel. I don't know which one whoever, if you want to see it, go to the Grace and Fire channel, because we are streaming on 2 different channels right now.
But if you want to see Mama
was
check out. There are all kinds of videos of Mama on the official Ann Lynn channel.
Yes.
And Mama is a corker. I'm telling you, never know what. Jamie's Country Living, Break Time. Oh, hello.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I have to say, Mama needs to come back over on the Grace and Fire channel. We need to have a conversation with her.
Well, I will let her know. I
think we need to get Jesse involved and let him have that conversation. That would be fun.
I will say this, Glenda. I went into, my mother, your grandmother, lives in a home. She lives in a home.
Yeah.
And it was not an easy decision, but it was a family, and she was involved in that decision because she's like, I will never live with family. Okay, so it was a hard decision, but it was made. And anyway, I want to say that she's in this home, and I walked in about 3 weeks ago, and into the dining room. And I get to know everyone there. That's
absolutely
we're family there, right? And one of the nice gentlemen said, "When's Memo coming?" Like, what do you know about Memo? Seriously,
I think the real Mama has made a comment about the other Mama. I think there may have just been a conversation.
I almost fell over. I was like, Mike, you've heard about Memo? I said, well, I have to be honest with you. Not only do I have a Memo in my family, but I also impersonate Elvis, what he would look like as a overweight, older Elvis. So I don't know if I'm going as Elvis or Memo.
I think you should do Memo, because I think, as we know, right, nursing homes, a lot of families leave their loved ones, and they're unfortunately they kind of dump their loved ones at a nursing home. We've seen it many times. We saw it through the big C that went around. We were the only family members standing outside with signs, jumping up and down
we were in the window, like
on our window. Took my eggs, showed her my eggs. I was so proud, but we never saw anybody else. So and then when Sir Grace brings his service dog in, everybody likes to pet, and Sir Grace lets them, and Sir Grace never lets anybody pet his dog when he's on duty, ever. But when he walks in that nursing home, one of the nice things that Sir Grace does is he prepares himself, because he can fall, because he can't see and the dog's getting stopped, but he does it just for the nursing home, because he knows that these people need something. With Mama,
right?
Mama, they know you, and you are family, and I think
I guess Mama will visit soon. Yeah.
Huh?
I guess Mama will visit soon.
I think you should. And then, because there's a lot of relatable things that you guys could just get some belly laughs out of. I mean, and that's exactly what residents of a nursing home need. They need those belly laughs, and they need that joy and sunshine.
And nursing homes throughout the ages here, through the years, they've gone through silly things like you cannot you can't touch them. You can't you can't pat them. I mean, now it's okay.
Have broken the rules.
Well, no. I mean, through the years.
During that thing, I may have broken some rules. I'm like, that is my grandmother.
20 years ago, I was in a home almost every day, and you could, there was no touching, and people, we need to be touched sometimes.
You do.
You just need a little. And you can't call it back then. You couldn't. No, I'm in the South, kind of right, kind of the Mid-South here, and we say, honey, and You go in the store, I go in Walmart, I go, thank you, honey. Thank you,
Darling.
I'm sorry. Huh?
Darling.
Thank you,
Bless,
darling.
bless your heart is not a cuss word up here, though. I will say, you don't go bless your heart. It doesn't mean that's in our area.
That's in
I feel bad for you.
Bless your heart. It means it's not a good thing if someone in our area goes, well, bless your heart.
Well, it can, but up here though, you find people. It's really they feel for you too. So,
so anyway, I don't know how we got on that, but so yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, Glenda, I don't think you knew this. Last week I went in, and what time is it? Because
we're gonna have to do a giveaway.
I know. Well, just one more little story, and then I'm done. Okay. So they have a gal that is at the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just love her. And anyway, she had this container out in front, in the front area, and it was, what had been put on her heart. She just works there, right? 9 to 5, right? She said, I'm collecting like snacks for those who don't have family, or those who have family who don't visit. And now, yes, it's true. They have bingo. They have games every day, and you can win a piece of candy. So yeah, your grandma, my mom, we keep her in candy. Okay, guys, that's the last little.
We take care of her. She is,
and she enjoys it. But there are people that do not get a treat. So we were able to take some yesterday, and I just thought that was so sweet. It can mean very many things. Bless your dear heart and stupid head.
I know, right?
Okay, is everybody ready for a giveaway?
I don't have a giveaway thing to do because I didn't plan that one. I just planned the intro. So we're just gonna play a little music in the background. Turn it.
How are we gonna do this, dear?
Well, there we go. So what I'm going to do is before we get started, it is not the responsibility of YouTube. They're not doing this giveaway. It's not sponsored by yada, 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 YouTube, StreamYard, whatever. It's not even done by AM Lynn show.
No, this is a special giveaway by
Grace and Fire. So I am the one that's going to be mailing out everything. I'm going to go ahead and put my email address at the bottom.
Okay.
Making sure I spelled that right. Yes. Okay. So we're good. So this is my email address. So if you win, I'm going to need you to email me directly. Please don't email the official AM Lynn show because you won't get your prizes. It's got to come to me.
I forward it.
You can forward it. Okay.
No, I mean, but it's best if you do it right here, right there.
We're going to have one giveaway that you don't have to be in the United States. Just one.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. So, so we're going to start with the ones that you must have a U.S. post address because it's very expensive to mail things. So I'm going to ask that you don't, if you're out of the United States, hold off for the one that we're going to do for everywhere else. Okay.
Okay. We're going to hold. We're holding.
And Aunt Lynn, I'm going to have you check the comment section out because I'm not going to be able to see it.
Okay.
So our first one.
No, I don't mean to turn my head away from you, but I have to.
No, you're looking at another computer screen. So that way, so she's not turning away. So, okay. So the first thing we're going to give away.
Screen. That's where my chat is.
That's okay. It came from Ollie's, but I took the price tag off.
I am looking at I have 3 cameras up. Okay.
It's the amigurumi yarn, and it makes the what's that birds? I can't think of the name of those birds. I'm just drew a blank. Play on your game. Angry birds. Yes, it makes the red angry birds. The pattern's on the inside.
Wow.
And then the other one does the dinosaur.
Oh,
there. See it? So you get both of them. They'll go together. Okay, and so what we're going to do, I've got it up here, and we're going to do #yarn. And it doesn't matter which one you're on, whether you're on the Grace and Fire one or
I'm
you're
going to put it in. I'm going to put it
Go
in.
ahead
Just
and put
so everybody.
it in for Grace and Fire, and then if you
Okay,
like it,
so it's
go ahead and
hashtag yarn.
And
Okay,
these
right
will
there it
go
is.
out. And I forgot. I got to start collecting. I always forget this one. There we go.
Okay, so there you go. Now, now that it's up, I'm going to take mine out.
I haven't done very many giveaways, so please give me some grace as I'm getting this together. But whoops, you can only enter one time, so it will not. If you do it several times, it'll only get your first one. So hashtag yarn. Let's see, we have 11 people in the chat. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate it. I'm getting better. You know, this YouTube thing, being live, I'm used to being on other people's channels, not actually doing my own as much as I need. I need to start doing a weekly. So,
yes,
that is on my radar to do that.
Okay. Now, if this isn't something right, if it's something that you say, I don't think I'd, hey, you can give it away to someone else in chat.
Exactly.
You can give it away and actually say somebody wins it. Like if my name comes up, we're going to draw again. Okay. Because I just want everyone to see that's what we're going to do.
That's fine. Yeah. Hashtag yarn. Okay.
And maybe I can get rid of mine now because come on, remove. Okay. Mine's gone. Thank you. Okay. Mine's gone.
Well, I think it'll still catch it, but that's okay. If Aunt Lynn comes up, we're going to redraw. So don't worry about it.
I just
almost put yard. You know what? When people do giveaways, I have to be honest with you. There have been many times that I have caught, like I've spelled something incorrectly or autocorrect changes it.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm embarrassed, but thank goodness I double check before I hit send, because there have been a couple times some not so nice words came out. And I'm like, what? I didn't say that. And so I'll catch it. But my biggest fear is I'll accidentally have a big thumb and go, great. We all have that. But
wow,
it happens. So so we're going to do the yarn. All right. We've got 7 entries.
Good.
Anybody else?
Okay. And like I said, you can share that out if you say, hey, if I win it, I'm going to give it to do.
Absolutely. And I almost put, same here, Jamie said. And then, okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to draw it.
All right.
Let's see who wins.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. We're going to redraw.
Good grief.
It's okay.
Good grief.
It's okay. I got to wait for it to go through its thing, though.
Everybody, congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay. Now, oh boy. Come on, silly thing. We know. Okay, let me hit that. Oh, not that one. There we go. I got to redo this again. I'm sorry. Okay. And it'll catch the yarn. It should catch it. Let's make sure.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
There we go. All right. Let's hit it again.
Okay. Give it away.
I don't know why I could have hit drawn again. Okay. Well, that's all right. We're learning. Tony!
Yay.
All right, Tony. So email me and send me your address, and those will all go out tomorrow. I hit the back button every time. So I see, I should be able to hit redraw in the corner. Yeah, I saw that, but now how do okay, we're going to take that out. And let's do the next one.
Okay.
And let me get that up. So we are going to do something about what you said. All right. You said, I am, Mama's always blessed out of her.
Sucks.
Well, by the way, you can play again too. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Aunt Lynn, you can go into this. This is coming.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. So it is, hang on, 3 pairs of Cozy Crew women's socks. I mean, guys, if you want to wear it, they're like a light lavender, and there's a gray, light gray, and a little bit like a medium gray. It's
Cool.
Right?
Those are nice.
Gray.
You
Gray
know-
and purple.
Yeah.
Sizes 5 to 9.5. They're the Lemon brand, and they're super, super, super soft. So great
You
because
know,
the weather's getting ready to change.
Winter is coming, or fall's coming.
Fall
Yeah.
is coming. So hashtag socks.
Come on, everybody.
Blessed out of your socks.
Socks.
So yep. So I should have bought myself a pair of these. They're
Mm.
super like thick.
Well,
Soft.
maybe there'll be some similar in our family Christmas giveaway.
Maybe. So yeah. But I love a good pair of soft socks, don't you?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah. So anyhow, so you're going to the big city today?
Yes.
I'm going to the medium city today.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you. I don't want to go.
Well, Sir Grace is something we need to take care of, and then I think we're gonna go to Lowe's because I'd like to get wood. I'm a woodworker, and
Yes, you are. You've made beautiful beds, king size beds.
we have. And actually, my desk that I'm sitting at, I've made. My
Yes.
computer or my printer table, I've made.
You made your mother a hallway table, and she just loves it.
I made her a headboard. She doesn't have it now, but I made her a headboard. I mean, it's it's old, so it was time to upgrade. But I made her a headboard. We made a chicken coop. So if you've ever seen our coop,
Yes.
Sir Grace and I did that together. So anyhow, but I need to get some wood for to build a chicken roosting thing, because when you don't have much space in your run, you want to build up.
Oh, okay.
So the chickens have places to purchase. We have something out there already. We did have a different type of a stand. It broke, so Sir Grace built something different. But I need to add more because we have littles that are coming, to be introduced. So we need to get some wood.
Now, just before you draw, I want to say,
Mhm.
everyone be looking forward. Anne has made arrangements. We are going to have a ladies forum on the Ann Lynn show.
Yeah.
And she's reached out, and some that will be on our forum that day are actually here with us today. And I'm so glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to women of all ages, and we're going to just kind of have a discussion of how life, how things change in your body, how life changes as we age. And I tell you what, a lot of women wish that people had told them what they could look forward to, okay, and not be so surprised by the changes that they experience. It's nice when there's another lady goes, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
It
This
is.
happens, right?
There's a lot of changes that I didn't expect.
Starting
with
I
these
did not
things.
expect. Right.
Starting with these things.
That's number one normally. Normally it's
I
your
never
eyes.
wore glasses.
Right.
This
That's-
is what I normally look like.
Correct. Right.
Now I can't even, it's blurry as all out. So
Well, I have to tell you, Glenda, I was with your cousin. We went to Walmart. He bought readers. He's of that age also.
yeah, he is. He is. Well, there are things that I wish I would have known, because it's been a journey, and next month I am going to be going through something pretty big, and we'll be sharing more on the Grace and Fire channel. And Aunt Lynn and my mom are going to go with me.
I say we're going to be right there.
Yep. So it's pretty big, but I will be talking about that maybe a little bit on that too, because that's something women go through too, but men can too as well.
Correct.
But it took me a year to make this decision to do this procedure.
It was not an easy decision, but
It still is not an easy position.
not
I
easy.
can't believe I said yes to this thing, and anyhow, but it'll be okay.
yes, it will be.
Okay. It'll make a positive for my life, and that's the most important thing.
That's right.
So, all right.
How many do we have? I have 3 over
We have
here.
9 entries. So I'm going to go ahead and
Yay.
hit the draw button in 3, 2, 1. All right. Who is going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? And it's going to be someone.
Congratulations. Let me write that. Let me type that in on my side.
Yes, congratulations. And let me just say, he sent me some of the most gorgeous, yummy soap. Well, actually, it was for Sir Grace.
Wow.
I'm a soap maker, and I was impressed by it.
And you're not easily impressed.
I am so not easily impressed by soap, but this one, I mean, when I had to stop and go, oh, it smells so good. And Sir Grace loved it.
Wonderful. What a blessing.
It was just so beautiful. So
you know what?
Congratulations.
Glenda, I won another book from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be coming probably soon, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a recipe book of using eggs.
Oh, that is really, really cool. You got one that did the cookies too. You made cookies.
It was 101. It is 101 cookie recipes, and I just wanted to be a blessing back to Jesse and Lisa, and I sent them. I made cookies from 2 of the recipes in the book and mailed them out all the way down to Texas, and I'm so glad that they liked them, and they just your community is just made up of just such wonderful people. And before we go, because I do have to go.
Yep. We have 2 more things to give away, real quick. You want to do this real quick? Yeah, 2 things. 2 things.
Well, girl, you just outdoing
2 things. All right.
What is?
I'm not going to pull it all out, but it is going to be a mystery bag full of seeds. Here's just
seeds.
Oh my goodness! It's completely full. I can't. So if you would like a package full of seeds, this is for the United States only.
Okay.
Go ahead and
U.S. only. This one.
U.S. only. Because I can only send this to the United States.
Now, if you win and you are in another country right now, go ahead and enter, because you could pass those on to someone here in the U.S. That's in chat.
All I have to do is close it up and send it off. Now, what I am going to say about these, they are marked for the year 2023. They're not for 2024, but as long as you keep your seeds in a cool, dry, dark place,
yes,
it will last for years and years and years. I'm using some from right now, like 6 and 7 years ago. I'm still using
their seeds. That's right. That's right.
In a cool, dark, dry place.
Christine, oh, go girl, yes. And Conquest Mama, the egg recipe book. Jesse looked, he opened it up and went through some of the recipes in that book, and oh my goodness,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and draw in 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep. 2.
Okay.
Oh, there's 10. Okay, wait a minute. We're gonna do it again. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who wins. Yeah, who doesn't need seeds? I mean, right? It's ready to go.
Yay!
Congratulations. Okay, just email me your address and they will go out tomorrow. The package is ready to go. All right, you guys. And
yay, way. She goes, no way. Yay, way.
Congratulations. Okay, and our last one, we're going to do an Amazon gift card. This can be for anybody that has access to Amazon.
All right.
Can be, I'm sorry, I want to make sure I spelled that right. It is a $15 US gift card. So you please just email me your address. That should go out today. I will get that out as long as you send me your address. And here we go. Your gift card.
Come on, everybody. # gift card.
Gift card. So if you'd like it.
They are the best things to receive.
I think so. And I mean, as long as you have Amazon, I know there are some countries that don't have Amazon. So if you don't have Amazon, then of course you can't win. And again, this has nothing to do with YouTube, StreamYard. This is all responsibility of Glenda at Grace and Fire. I will get these out. Just want to make sure. Not even the Ann Lynn show. But you can be on the Ann Lynn show's side to enter.
Yes, and they are. Come on, everybody. Come on. Let's do that. Hashtag gift card, $15 gift card from Glenda at Grace and Fire.
Yeah.
That's such a blessing. Oh, and you are welcome, Christine. Oh, you
Absolutely, Christine. Just send me your email and or with your address, and you got it, girl. It is. I'm telling you, it is packed. I should be able to get it sealed. So yeah, it's such a blessing to be able to pass out all these seeds too, and help people with their gardens. And
Glenda, do you think I can go ahead and tell some of the women that's going to be on that form? As far as I know, now I don't hold me to it, everybody, because Ann is the one that you kind of communicate with. Ann does all the
For those who don't know, this is Lynn.
I'm Lynn, and I just show up. I let my sister do all the work. No, I know we're having Melody from My Wild Home. We're having Alicia from, come on, Glenda, help me. I just went out of my head.
Country Mama Musings.
Thank you. I know Country Mama Musings. Thank you.
Yep.
She's
on a beautiful health journey right now too. I've been watching her.
Yes, go over there and check her out. Yes, check her out. She is exercising in easy. I mean, it's still exercise, but it's
it is one foot in front of the other. She's rocking house.
And I have Ann and I have a great niece, and she said, "Sure, sign me up." She is not a YouTuber, but she is a young mother with children, and we wanted someone of that age group too, didn't we?
Absolutely,
She
we
is
need all ages.
Glenda's cousin, right? So we kind of wanted somebody of that age, and of course you're gonna get Glenda. You're gonna be there, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to be on the panel.
And myself will be there. And we had kind of hoped that my mother would be there. She is 92. She will be 93. But right now, if you all would just say, lift her up in your prayers.
Yes, please.
She is not doing well right now. She has possible UTI, which is a urinary tract infection. And in people who at that age, and especially older women, it is so difficult on them.
Yeah, very difficult.
It affects their minds. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But it is not a pleasant thing for her to go through, and it's not a pleasant thing for us as a family to see our mother go through. So
No.
I know she's going to come out. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank each one of you. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw. Keep you on your target because you've got to go to the big city. So
yeah, gotta go.
Right, we're going to draw.
Here we go.
There we go. Oh, I forgot to count down. Oops. Sorry. Fire me. Oh, Ginger
Yay! Congratulations.
All right, Ginger. I'll get that sent over to you. Congratulations.
I am typing that out. Congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations.
Well, as you all saw, my sister, Ann, and her husband, Dave, from Dave's Gaming Cave, they right now are in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. And I think they're coming home maybe tomorrow.
Yes.
I think
no. I think today.
No. Oh yeah, that's right. They kind of cut their vacation short. They've had a wonderful time. They both got to see their 15th grandchild.
Yeah. They have. So, I just think that's just so, amazing.
Amazing, right.
What a beautiful, beautiful little baby. We got to see pictures.
Beautiful baby. Beautiful.
And
yeah. Well, we thank you for joining Glenda and myself today. Thank you for having snack time with us. Thank you for being part of the Glenda. Thank you so much, Grace and Fire, for your giveaway items. Thank you so much for blessing our community. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know what, Scott? I hope you're doing good. We're thinking of you. You were with us the whole time.
Scott is my nephew.
He is. He's a sweet, sweet, sweet guy.
He calls me his aunt.
Your
Yeah.
Auntie Lynn, and then Mama Ann, and then
Mama. I mean,
big brother. I wish I had.
Mama.
I wish I had a brother. Yeah, I mean, I mean that. I wish I had a brother.
I
don't have any
know.
brothers. So he's the brother I wish I had. So we understand what's going on. No big
Yeah.
deal. You're here in solidarity.
So,
And
thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you had fun. You know, in this wild, hectic life world that we're in right now, we just need, as Ann and I know, and as Glenda knows, we know what's going on. We keep up. We do know the news. We do not believe in putting your head in the sand. We do not do that. But sometimes it's an overload if you go a little too far on that side. And so Ann and I always just wanted to have a place where you could come over. You could just like let those shoulders down for a few minutes, you know, just kind of breathe and have some fun. And laughter is the best medicine. And
it really is.
we're not always laughing. We've had some very serious times here. We've cried with you. We've wept with you. We've prayed with you. We've laughed with you. We've rejoiced with you. And so you just don't know how much that we love and appreciate each one of you. Glenda, your community coming over to your channel today and coming in on Ann Lynn chat. You're just all precious. And I just appreciate each one of you.
Yeah. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys too. You know, I did not want to start a channel.
No.
And I'm so glad I did, because I've met a community of friends. And I appreciate it, and like-minded people, and
like-minded, which is wonderful.
It is just, I learned from each of you guys. Like I said, I'm an old homesteader, and I've gotten into this homesteading community, and I learn even from the ones that are newbies. I mean, you never know where you can learn from. And I'm sitting back going, it's so rich and so wonderful, and people are so kind. And I appreciate that about this community. And I appreciate the Ann Lynn Show family too. I want you to know that I've been part of this family longer than I had my channel.
Absolutely. You have been right off the bat.
From the beginning. And I you know what, and I love and appreciate each and every one of you too as well. This is a family. I know you say people, but this is a family, you guys. So we love each and every one of you guys. We hope that today you do something wonderful for yourself. And you don't know what other people are going through. So make sure you give them a hug and give them some grace and kindness. And next week, Mom will be back. And we hope that you will join her over here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, be back. And I'm getting a message from Ann right now. And I will answer that in just a second.
All right, Ann. All right, Mama. Hang on. We got to say goodbye.
I have to put my thinking cap on. I put my she's wanting to know what I'd like from Pigeon Forge. I have to think.
First off,
Granny kisses.
Each and every one of you. Give somebody a hug. Be kind to one another.
Yes.
And
we'll
we'll see you
right
next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.